Hey, this is John with Amplified Minds. Today's episode features an interview with Brian, Matt, and myself on KTMP Radio. We're super excited to express the story of who, what, and why Amplified Minds came to be. We hope you enjoy this version and this episode of The Circle of Knowledge. The Circle of Knowledge podcast is brought to you by Amplified Minds, helping entrepreneurs, intrapreneurs, and dreamers take their business ideas and goals to the next level. This podcast features best-selling industry resources and the professional panel discussions by the core team at Amplified Minds. Now, here are their discussions.
8:36 coming up on 8:37 on this Tuesday. It's May Day. 44 degrees outside, looking for a high of 57 later on. And time for Above and Beyond, brought to you by the Heber Valley Hospital, a full-service hospital that offers a wide range of medical services to our community, including classes, events, and volunteer services. And this morning on Above and Beyond, we've got three of the neighbors. By that I mean they're in the same building as we are. Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Brian Hubbard, Matt
Fritzsche.
I knew I was going to blow that. And Jon Kovach.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Got it. I spelled it out phonetically. These guys are with Amplified Minds, and you know them from the cars they drive around. You see the big AM on it, or the what's the one that says on the small car?
On the small car, AM, Amplified Minds. It'll say on the side of it, it'll say #1 entrepreneurial community.
That's the one. That's what I was looking for. So, I asked them once upon a time, so what do you guys do? And they explained it to me, and I says, well, good. Come on the show, and let's talk about this. So, they are here, Amplified Minds. What's it all about?
What is Amplified Minds about? Great question. Well, we're an accountability company, simply put. We are an accountability company that help people stay accountable to their goals, and we're going to help them achieve them, whether they be individuals or corporations, companies.
People make goals, and sometimes those goals go by the wayside because there's nobody helping them keep going on them, right? They get lost and wander away from their goals.
Absolutely. And I think what's very unique about how we do it through peer accountability. It's not just one person who asks another, hey, what's your goal? And holding you accountable. It's a group of people that we bring together who brainstorm challenges that they face, they set goals with each other, and the group holds each other accountable. So it takes the form of a mastermind group. And right now, I mean, I feel like it's very successful. We have a 98.5% achievement rate, meaning 98.5% of all goals that have been set with us in our mastermind groups have been achieved. So
Wow.
It's impressive.
Yeah, that is impressive. Anytime you get a large percentage of accomplishment, no matter what you're doing, that's nice.
Yeah.
Who are you looking for? Do you go down the street, hand out cards, and say, "Come to our meeting," or how do you do it?
So we've actually, I love this question because recently, there's one thing you need to understand about us is we're probably one of the fastest, I should say, self-educating group that you can possibly imagine. I mean, on average, I know I'm reading a book a day. Brian's right up there, John's right up there, and we're trying everything we can to stay as educated as possible. And one thing that we're learning is there's a difference between the preneurs. That may sound like a funny term, but I'll explain it. There's the entrepreneur, someone who has their business. There's the intrapreneur, someone growing within a business. So maybe they don't want to own their own company, but they want to be someone high up in a company. There's the soontrepreneur, the person who has the business ideas, and then there's the wantrepreneur. The one who wants to be a business owner, has no idea where to start, has no business ideas, just knows that that's what they want to do. So between those four different preneurs, that's who we're targeting, and that's who we go out, and that's who we find.
I also think to tailor off of that is we were just talking about this the other day at our work in our office of, who are you looking for? What's the type of person you're looking for? And the answer, simply put, was the person that wants to be successful and is actually going to walk the walk. And that's why there's so many just like Matt said, different types of individuals, different preneurs, because it's simply the person that is actually taking action is the person that we want to work with. There's a lot of talk out there, and a lot of people never actually do the walk. They never walk the walk, and that's the person that we're interested in, because those are the people that are moving the needle forward. Those are the people that are actually driving this world to a better place, are the people that are taking the action.
You're looking for the person that says, I'm going to be somebody.
Yes.
Rather than the person that says, I could have been somebody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, unless they feel like it's not too late for themselves, and they say, I could have been somebody, well, we'll take them to, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So the phrase self-help comes to mind. Is that what you're doing?
I believe strongly on this subject that we're not a self-help company, although we will help people if they need it for themselves, because everybody needs to improve. Everybody needs to acknowledge that they need to improve, and we will help them improve. But I wouldn't call us a self-help company. The reason why is because I feel like Tony Robbins has really coined that, the self-help, and we're not standing up there singing Kumbaya, making people fall in each other's arms and trusting each other and that kind of stuff. We simply want people to come in who are facing challenges, whether they are the entrepreneur, soon-entrepreneur, or entrepreneur. If they're facing challenges or they have ideas, we want them to come together and as a group and brainstorm those challenges and those ideas and grow. Can I tell you a story? Would that be okay?
Please. It's your microphone.
Okay. I think to really understand what we do and how we do it, you need to know why we do it. And I'm going to tell you a story of when I was growing up. It'll be pretty quick, I hope. But when I was younger, I always felt like the world was endless in its possibilities. So I was a dreamer. I remember when I was 12 years old, I carried around a little note card with all my goals that I set for myself. And they were lofty goals. I was 12 years old. I wanted, and I still have the card, by the way, today. I carry around with me everywhere I go. But on it, it said...
Guys, just looking at him, 12 years old, that was what, 10 years ago?
Oh, almost. It was 13 years ago. I'm 25 now. I think I'm 25.
Yeah. Some days he's 25, right?
Yeah. Right, yeah. And then other days, especially when I'm around certain other individuals, I am a 12-year-old again. But some of the goals that I set on there was, I was 12, setting a goal to make $600,000 a year. I wanted a custom house. I wanted to have my dream car, my wife her dream car, and I wanted to have a family. Those were some of the things. Now, I remember putting that note card on my desk when I was 12. And I had my teacher pull up a chair. First she asked me what it was. Then she pulled up a chair and she looked me right in the face and said, Matt, I'm sorry, but you're not smart enough. You're not smart enough to get into a good enough college, to get a good enough job, to make enough money to ever achieve those goals. And I remember thinking way back when I was 12, what in the world is wrong with this world? How come the people around me, especially the ones who I should think are leaders, are telling me that I won't be who I want to be? And it didn't make sense to me.
I had one of those moments too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it well.
And look at you now. You look like you're doing great.
Except for the shiner.
Except for the shiner. But I feel like for most people, those are defining moments, and it can completely ruin their lives. It can change them forever if they allow it to. But luckily for me, and I'm not sure, I think actually that might be my brother who just walked by. Was he a bald guy? Yep, that's my brother.
Yeah, okay.
That's my brother. I think what really pulled me through those was the environment I surrounded myself with. And that was the help of my brothers, that was the help of certain friends, and some other mentors that I kind of took on that helped me break past that. And really why mastermind groups is because at that time I noticed at a very early age that not enough people were getting together to support each other in what they were potentially capable of achieving.
Raised my kids saying the people you associate with are the people that you're going to be like. So you pick out the people that you think you want to be like and work with them, be around them, and that's what you're going to turn into.
Exactly.
Now, amplified minds, where'd that come from? What does it mean?
It came from 6-7 months of trying to figure out what in the world we wanted to call ourselves. It started out actually with my brother Ryan Fritzsche and I with Ignite Leadership Development. And then it was Ignite Youth Development. And then after so long of figuring out how many other companies called themselves Ignite, we said, let's get away from that. And we eventually landed on Amplified Minds because we wanted to be a source. We wanted to be a center for people to come in and to amplify their minds. Our goal is to show people what they're capable of achieving, things that they don't even understand they're capable of achieving. We want to show it to them as fast as possible so they can grow into what they're really capable of.
Yeah, and I think also to tailor off of the name Amplified Minds is simply our company wants to help amplify whatever it is that you do. Now, the fact that you are actually taking action is the first part, or if you're just if you have an idea and you want to be doing something, also we can help amplify you to be able to take that action. But Amplified Minds is also, I mean, let's just be honest, it's a pretty catchy name. It stands out very well from all the other things that are out there, and with all these books that we read and books that the listeners probably have read, is you got to first think about it. And I know we'll probably get to this here in a little bit about the Mastermind Group, about a book called Think and Grow Rich, or any other book out there that says think about it and you will become. And we want you to be able to amplify your mind, so that you can then act upon the things that you think about all the time.
Success rate?
98.5%.
98.5. That's pretty good.
I think
I
it's...
said
What are you
Yeah.
doing with the other 1.5?
That's a great question.
I think, well, first of all, let's tell you what we're doing with the 98.5. With the 98.5, every time we get into a mastermind group and somebody achieves a goal, we celebrate it. We celebrate it as a group. We give each other power claps, is what we call it. And I know it might be super lame. If I could give them $1,000 for every goal that they achieve, that would be great too. But we're not quite there yet. But we give the people who achieve their goal a nice power clap and a good congratulations from the group. And for people who don't, I think that kind of like your shiner, they get a mental shiner. We let them know that we appreciate people who are willing to work hard, because that's how we are going to grow as a group, is by everybody putting in the effort to ensure their goals get done. And then if you have people who are slacking off, they feel it. They feel the pressure because they're the only one. They're the only one who didn't achieve that goal that day, and everyone else is looking at them. So,
If you had to depend on walking the sidewalks and stopping people and saying, here's what I do, come talk to me, what would the pitch be like? What would you tell them?
Well, I think it's individualized to every single person. If you just go out with the cookie cutter type of answer of what you do, why you do it, it's going to become very, it's going to be like methodical. It's just going to become another thing that you do instead of why you do what you do, with a very good sound foundation behind it. So I think that's, I guess a little bit, to me, it's a little bit of a loaded question, because I want to make sure that our message is tailored to every single individual versus going out with a cookie cutter answer, because we're going to get cookie cutter people, and we want exceptional people. We want people that are going to change the world.
You're just not casting a net and hoping you catch the right fish.
Yeah. We're going out with very specific lures.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
It's kind of like asking people, what is it that you want to do? And how are you going to take the steps to get there and be what you want to be? That's exactly the approach, and that's the customization you get when you find out what people want to do and how they want to achieve it, and then you take that road through that accountability process. It's a beautiful thing.
I'd like to second that. I think what John said that really stood out to me was finding out what they want to do. I mean, it is about them. It's not necessarily about us. We will continue doing what we are doing, and we will always search for the right people. We're looking for the sharks, right? We're looking for the people who are just ready to get at it. And sometimes a cookie cutter response isn't necessarily going to capture even a shark. You're not going to catch a shark with a little tiny hook. You have to have the right kind of bait, and you got to attract them the right way. And that's really how we do it. And it starts by figuring out who they are and what they want to accomplish in their own life. And, it's a series of, honestly, I could give you 6 quick questions that would lead them down the process that we use. We've actually kind of started to deem it the Amplified Minds method of selling. But it basically takes them on a little journey of 5-6 questions that finds out who they are, what they want to do, let them know how great we feel like they're doing, ask them where they want to be, and ask them what's missing. And it seems at that point, without fail, they're always missing something from getting them to where they want to be. And then it becomes a very easy approach to, Well, what if you had a group of 9, 10 other business owners or people like yourself, like-minded people who could be your coaches and help you go through it? And what if it was only $55? So there you go.
That's not bad. Not bad at all. How many people are you working with?
I think that's another question that would be hard to answer because it depends. Are we talking about business owners themselves, people within our mastermind groups? Are we talking about organizations? I mean, John and I, we went on a little venture last December and spoke to a group who's nationwide, about 5,000 people nationwide, where we've been doing different projects for and helping them with their mastermind groups. I think our largest mastermind group that meets every other week right now is about 15 people. We work with another group upstairs called the WWBA, which is the Wasatch Women's Business Alliance, owned by Marianne Boxell and then Reagan Jstrom. Did I say those names right? I think I said those names right. We work with those guys. We have groups in Provo. We have other groups upstairs, and then we're working with people like, there's a gentleman named Dom who we're doing some work for here coming up, and he is a professional speaker who speaks to crowds of 10,000 strong, and he sells his programs, and every time he sells a program, he gives them us. And with those people who buy his programs, they get our accountability partner, which is a one-on-one, almost a one-on-one coach. It's another business owner who's on the other end of the line, a wonderful gal. Her name is Emily Eads, and she is also a business owner herself, has built several businesses, and she stays on the other line, and she texts them and helps them through their goal. And then they also get access to virtual mastermind groups. And yeah, I mean, it's a lot of groups like that. We've got a couple different summer sales direct sales companies where we have our accountability partner and mastermind groups and some of our other products in there as well. So it's kind of hard because it's going to go up and down with the fluctuation of people within the companies that we work with.
Other than upstairs, how do we get in touch with you?
Yeah, well, at the very beginning, you did say amplifiedminds.com. That is obviously one way to get into contact with us. But I know that this is, broadcast out to the Wasatch County. At the very beginning of all this, you said, if you see our cars. So if you ever see a very large orange truck, Tundra, wrapped in AM, a black truck wrapped in AM, this is all in blue chrome, by the way, or a Porsche 718 Sport and then a Lexus IS 350, you're going to see these cars roaming around that have Amplified Minds completely decked out on it. And if you see us, we would very much like that you stop us. Even if you want to honk at us and say, hey, I heard you, or I saw your car, we're going to stop by and talk to you. But amplifiedminds.com, there's, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and our handles and all of that is Amplified Minds. So you type in Amplified Minds somewhere, you're going to find us, that's for sure.
Is there more than one Amplified Minds out there? Or is it just...
It's just us. Are you saying in terms of the location of our office?
No. Are there more groups? Is there an Amplified Minds in Atlanta and one in Miami? Or is it just you?
Soon.
Soon?
Yeah, very soon.
Soon.
Okay.
We have the capabilities to reach out to all those places because we've run virtual mastermind groups, and our accountability partner, of course, is a text message platform. But we, right now, currently have one office here in Heber City.
Also, another great way to reach out to us is we're part of the chamber here in Heber City. So the Chamber of Commerce up here, we're very well connected with them, and they give us a lot of support. That's another way to get into contact with us.
Chamber here is well connected with everybody.
Right?
They do a good job.
Yeah, they're doing a good job.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Amplified Minds at amplifiedminds.com if you want to check into what this is all about. Brian Hubbard, Matt Fritzsche, and Jon Kovach.
Nailed it again.
Very nice.
3 times in one day. Not bad. Thanks, guys. We'll see you around the building. We'll see you around town.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here. We'll take a quick break and be back with more on KTMP on this Tuesday. It's May Day.
Hey, this is John with Amplified Minds. Thanks again for listening to the show. We really hope you enjoyed the Circle of Knowledge podcast. If you like the Circle of Knowledge podcast, go ahead, subscribe, rate us, and if you give us a 5-star review, we promise to give you a personal shout out here on the air. Just watch us. You can also engage with us a little bit more through social media. On any channel, you can just find us at Amplified Minds. To learn more about Amplified Minds, go to our website at amplifiedminds.com. That's AMPLIFIEDMINDS.com. You should also check out the Amplified Minds Accountability Program, where you can gain access to a one-on-one personal accountability coach, somebody who will contact you weekly and motivate you, hold you accountable, follow up, and give you the proper resources that will help you to go out and achieve all your goals. Hey, shout out to all you coaches, speakers, mentors, the superheroes of the world. We have the perfect program for you and your audiences. We have the capabilities of setting your audience and communities up in private mastermind groups and assign them a one-on-one personal accountability coach where they can help your people achieve the things that they're working towards, tailored to your programs. For more information about this, go ahead and send me an email at Jon, that's JON, at amplifiedminds.com. I look forward to hearing from you.